Our job is to lead. Our job is to follow. Our job is to figure it out and do what the people need to get done. I said this before. The benefit that went away was $6.2 million a month. And we can't figure our way out, but we can in the best partnership we can to help the people. So that's why we set up the hotline. We want to make sure someone's there and getting the answers they need and pointing them to the food pantries and United Way and how we can help out. It's a new world we're in, and we'll figure it out for our people. But no one should go hungry in this county. No one should go hungry in the state of New York or this great country of ours, because we are the best nation in the world. We need to act it. Stop the political fighting and just take care of the people. This is what this is about. As you know, the benefits for SNAP cards for November are done as of tomorrow. At the end of September, we had 17,386 active households receiving SNAP benefits. Food for nearly 30,000 individuals in Albany County. And, it's alarming, right? They're our friends, they're our colleagues, they're our neighbors. Think about that. They're the people you see walking down the street. Most people do want to work. They're either not making a good wage, they're working 2 jobs, the rents are high. There's a lot of factors that go into it. That's why we launched a countywide food drive to help our neighbors to ensure food pantries can stock their shelves. We don't want to hear that there's no food in the pantries. We want to make sure if they do get the food out, we got more food coming in. I wish we had more locations. So if any businesses out there want to help meet this challenge and meet with us and put these different bins around, we'll come collect it. We'll work with the food bank, the food pantries to make sure it gets to where it needs to get. It wasn't easy. It's going to get harder, but first we're going to give $250,000 to the regional food bank to purchase food to get out. Second, we're setting up a challenge for people to donate money to United Way of the greater capital region. So the challenge is going to go like this. We're going to put up $250,000 to them. If they can match it and get people to match it, so I'm encouraging people that, who might be watching this, listening to this, saying, well, what do I care? It doesn't affect me. Reach in. Donate 50 cents. Donate a quarter. Donate what you feel you can to give back. Not everyone can write a big check, but everything helps. And we'll match up to $500,000 to that donation. If United Way will be purchased in grocery stores, and we'll be working with our Department of Social Services to get them cards out to the people that are on SNAP that we have identified through DSS to make sure it gets to them. The grocery store gift cards will be given to those who qualify through SNAP benefits but aren't given them for the shutdown. So as the shutdown's going on, we're gonna do the best of our ability to do this. I certainly hope the shutdown ends. As we stand here, we keep hearing they're coming back next week. And regardless, we have an obligation to work for the people. Regardless of how you feel about the situation, all I know is government has to stay open. We have an obligation to the people of this nation. And the only way we can take care of this nation is have the debates. There's times for arguments on the floor. There's time to finger point. But the time now is for them to reopen up government, get it going so we can get this SNAP benefit back going and taking care of the people.
So annually, the Regional Food Bank distributes $6 million worth of food to residents of Albany County. So it's a lot, right? We do a lot throughout the year. The county exec just said the number. The SNAP benefit for Albany County residents is $6 million a month. So SNAP, for every meal the Regional Food Bank provides, SNAP provides 12. So if there's a silver lining in this crisis, it's an awareness and awakening of how important this safety net is and how important this program is, that it's vital for people in need. The Regional Food Bank, probably never in our history, including COVID, did we ever think that we have a possibility we could actually run out of food. And that's the truth. It's the hard truth, is that if we try to fund and support everything that SNAP can't do, we'd be out of food in a month or two. So we're trying to come up with a program that helps meet this need right now, but also ensures that we can continue to do the work we're supposed to do all year round. We started the year with a federal cut. The federal government cut us 5 million pounds of food from the USDA. So we already started the year in a negative, minus 5 million pounds. We worked really hard to try to get more donated food, to rescue more food from grocery stores. We've rescued and got donated 3.5 million pounds more this year than last year. That's people, trucks, volunteers, effort, operations, logistics, spending, gas, and we're still negative 1.5 million pounds. So we've been at it all year, just trying to keep up. Now add this on top of it. And so what we'll do with the funds that we're getting from Albany County, it's $250,000 from Albany County. We're prepared to match that or raise it and match ourselves. Not to take away from Pete's match, we're looking to match it as well. So we need people to step up and help us. And that's $500,000 just for Albany County residents. That's equal to what we do every month. So essentially for the month of November, we're looking to double what we typically do in Albany County. And then we're trying to do that in all the counties we serve. So the money that we get will go to, first and foremost, to 70 agencies. The food bank serves and helps support 70 agencies, food pantries, soup kitchens, community programs, and the county and the food bank have had a partnership for the last couple of years that we're going to make sure that funds get directly to those agencies for food purchases. Then we'll take a portion of that money and we're going to set up pop-up distributions, the drive-through distribution that we're doing at Thanksgiving, but do that more throughout the county. So we'll be working with the county exec's office to identify, in our programs team, to identify where those distributions can take place, and hopefully as soon as next week.
If you've ever heard me speak, you know that I say about United Way that we can't do our work alone and we can't do it without you. So I'm going to echo the county executive's call. I think what he said was $250,000 up front that will work with our grocery partners and the professionals at DSS to get out to the people who need it the most, hopefully as soon as next week. The scale is much bigger than I think anybody thinks of. You can't picture it in terms of food pantry lines. You need to picture it in terms of filling the MVP arena twice. Think about that for a second. That's the catastrophe we're headed for tomorrow if somebody doesn't do something. The outcome, if we don't step up and meet this moment, is catastrophic for our neighbors. It's catastrophic for the people who depend on SNAP. And despite what you might read about on Facebook about SNAP and the perceptions that some people will try to create about SNAP, most of the people that are beneficiaries of this program are less than 12 years old. So think about that. We appreciate the invitation to be a part of this team. We'll never stop trying to show up for this community. And you can go right now to unitedwaygcr.org. The information is on the website about our response to the federal shutdown, and you can make your contribution there. Go find the food bank and make a donation. regionalfoodbank.net. Go find the food pantries of the Greater Capital Region and make a donation. This is it. This is the event, right? There's no waiting for a rainier day. It's pouring outside right now. It's pouring outside right now. So everybody's got to step up and do what we can to support our neighbors.
That the Food Pantries for the Capital District is actually a coalition of food pantries. So while we ourselves don't operate a specific food pantry, what we do is provide support, additional support, resource information. We provide additional food funding allocations to help pantries pay for food. And we also run a food referral team. Just here in the Capital District, from 23 to 24, we had a 46% increase in the number of individuals, and we track individual level data. There's a 46% increase in the number of people having to turn to food pantries for the first time. We have older adults on fixed incomes. We have working families where both parents are working, turning to food pantries. We recently surveyed food pantry guests in the area, And of the guests that we surveyed, 46% of them also have SNAP, right? So they're using SNAP, turning to food pantry. And so we already knew that we're gonna have a significant number of people turning to food pantries. I've been at the food pantries for 14 years. I have never seen what is happening now being experienced in our food pantry members right now. We have had, we're having pantries reporting that they're completely out of food now. We have made so much progress in the charitable food system, along with SNAP and WIC, to move people to a place where they can have healthy food, culturally appropriate food, fresh foods. And we're sitting here saying, well, fresh foods spoil, and if you have to ration your food because you don't have SNAP, we have to start thinking about shelf-stable food again. This is going back decades. This is crisis. This is survival. This isn't what it takes to thrive. And so what we need to think about and come through this is we need to thrive. We need people to have enough food to be food secure and nutrition secure. And we have all stated that we cannot fill the SNAP gap. But what we're gonna do is the best that we can through collaboration, through people dedicating resources and coming together and saying, this is an emergency. If you're not showing up now, I don't know when you're going to. This is the time to do it.
This is a supplemental benefit. It supplements the households of people who do not earn enough money. So we're talking about those families out there that do have people that are actually working every single day but not making enough money to sustain their households. This collaborative effort that we have right now with the Regional Food Bank, the food pantries of the Capital District, and the United Way of the Greater Capital Region, without those collaborations, these things can't happen. This isn't something that he had to think about too hard. They were planning for it, and he stepped up to the plate right away to do it. So he's leading this effort for our 300,000 people to create a source of hope and relief. This is an opportunity to express our warmth and our care and our grace to our neighbors.
Partnerships work when we're working together, and this is not going to solve the issue in front of us, but we're going to roll up our sleeves and do the best job that we can to make sure people don't go hungry. And I again challenge everyone out there, besides what I'm going to say after this, if you have a solution, you have an idea, please email us, comment on our Facebook, send it to us, because we need all the help we can get. And if you can think of a better way of doing this, we're open. We're open to suggestions. But I do want to say again, let's not forget, it's $750,000, $250,000 to the food bank. Thank you, Tom. To Peter, it's $500,000, $250,000. You got to get matched, so you got to get on it. And where would they go to do that? Just go to United Way. You got GCR.org. There you go. And I do want to say to them too, again, thank you to all three, because we can't make it happen without the food pantries.